Welcome back to Fox and Friends. Some major news in the presidential race. Barack Obama now has more superdelegate support than Hillary Clinton. This could be the deciding factor in determining a nominee. So what is Hillary Clinton going to do from here? Jim Pinkerton, former Mike Huckabee senior advisor, and Ellen Ratner, Talk Radio News Bureau chief, join me now. Ellen, we'll start with you. Now that he has the superdelegate lead, what does this mean?
Well, you know, her people are saying she's going to stick with the race. She's going to try and convince people. She's going to probably win West Virginia, and she's there. You know, it's so interesting because there is so much rancor in the Democratic Party. I emailed a friend of mine and I said 4 months ago, I said, I don't have a dog in this fight. This person stopped speaking to me. I mean, it was like unbelievable.
Wow.
And people are really upset about this.
Okay, Jim, where do we go from here? What does it mean now that he's taken over the superdelegate lead?
Well, I think it means that he can look to the, to the general election, which explains why there's a headline in the New York Times today, top of the fold, pragmatic politics forged on the South Side. It's all about what a pragmatist Obama is. You know, he was pragmatic as he dealt with the Black Panthers and the PLO and various left-wingers.
He's going to be either he or she, either one is going to be the next president of the United States.
Into a moderate for the general election. It's 6 months before the election now, but the New York Times is already trying to do the best they can to pretend that Obama is something that he's not.
The New York Times endorsed Hillary Clinton. Give me a break.
No, they did endorse Hillary, but I'm saying now they're moving to the general. The question was, what happens now? Obama thinks he's got the nomination wrapped up. He probably does. He certainly does. And so now the New York Times and the mainstream media are going to try and get him elected president.
Okay, Ellen. Listen, the Democrat, whoever it will be the next president of the United States. Jim, I cannot wait to see you on Inauguration Day.
Good stuff. Ellen, real quick, what is Hillary doing then? What's she doing right now?
I think,
What's her goal?
First of all, look, her goal may be to be vice president of the United States if she does not win the nomination. Her goal may be to move those superdelegates. She's having trouble with that. And her other goal is, obviously, she's going to be very influential in the Democratic Party, which she already is.
Going forward, Jim, what do you see Hillary's role? I mean, a lot of talk about this VP nomination. I just can't imagine it. Ted Kennedy is against it. We know how Barack Obama's wife feels about Hillary Clinton. So what's next for her? Any chance of this VP nomination?
I think she's really done for. I think she better hope that that she could run for governor or something in New York in 2010 and somehow restore her career, because she's ruined herself with that comment about you know, the white voters and stuff supporting her. I mean, the Democratic activists now hate her.
All right. I know Ellen can't stand that. He got the last word there. More with Jim and Ellen in just a moment. Well, we're back with Jim and Ellen to talk now about Cindy McCain and whether or not she will release these tax returns. And Ellen, why is this such a big deal? We all know she's worth a boatload of money. Let me start with you. Why is it such a big deal?
Where's she getting her money from? If you're going to have somebody in the White House, you better know where they're getting their money from. And Senator McCain is sort of just leaping over the fact that we have no idea where are the sources of Cindy McCain's money.
Well, Jim, there was a big push by the Republicans to get Barack Obama's, the Hillary Clinton's tax returns out. There was a big push by Barack Obama to have Hillary Clinton's tax returns put out. Why not John McCain's?
I agree. I think she'll eventually have to release them. I mean, we know vaguely that she's got a lot of money from a beer distributing business in Arizona. But when you have dollars that big, and it's obvious that she's played a major role in helping him with his campaigns over the last quarter century, I don't think they can sustain a position of we're not going to release them.
Well, the other issue is, of course, is the airplane and the fact that he's not breaking any laws at all. But the issue is she's clearly helping the campaign by sort of the subprime in terms of.
But all the congressmen passed that bill, though. They said you can use corporate jets if they belong to your family. If not, you have to pay.
Well, yes, but John McCain was actually somebody who, you know, along with Feingold, sort of lobbied to have that rule changed. Right. But it didn't get changed, so he's using it to his advantage. I'm not saying if I wasn't McCain, I wouldn't do exactly the same thing, but it doesn't exactly look terrific.
Well, do you think the longer that you wait to release these, that the longer we wait, then it's going to hurt her even more?
Well, I don't know that it's going to hurt her, but it certainly is not going to look good to the American public. But then again, how's $100 million going to look to the American public?
Well, Jim, a quick question for you now. Barack Obama made $4.2 million. So do we relate to any of these people? Aren't they all just rich people? I mean, does it make a difference, $100 versus $5 million?
I think that's the point. That's why you release it all, because, in fact, if Cindy McCain's father worked hard and built a big business and got rich and then shared it with his children, fine. Nobody complains about that. The point is that, look, is that we're all curious about where this money comes from. I mean, we've learned enough about how politics works and the interplay between, big business and big government and so on, that we're kind of curious. I find it fascinating that Obama, for example, became sort of the liberal pet of all these left-wing radicals left over from the 60s. That's certainly interesting and certainly should be explored by people other than the New York Times, because they can do a better job of it.
But Obama got his money by writing a book.
All right, so the bottom line is that it's going to hurt her.
Millionaires.
Put it out sooner rather than later. All right, Jim
but she is not running for president, though. I will have to say that. So do we really care? Anyway, gotta go. Thanks, guys, for being with us. Good to see you, as always.